It's a Minimalist Monday edition of Optimal Finance Daily, episode 1018, What It Feels Like to Become Rich by Mr. Money Mustache of MrMoneyMustache.com. And hey again, I'm Dan, I'm your host, and a very happy Monday to you. Hope your week is off to a really good start. And if you haven't checked out our other podcasts yet, give them a try. Optimal Living Daily covers minimalism, personal development, and productivity. So if you like today's episode from Mr. Money Mustache, you'll definitely like that show too. Just search for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this show to find it, along with our other shows. For now, let's get right to our post for today as we optimize your life. What It Feels Like to Become Rich by Mr. Money Mustache of MrMoneyMustache.com. Overheard in a Reddit forum recently. Quote, "Dear forum, I feel a bit stuck. I've got a solid job, I'm making 401k contributions, have no debt, and my spending is under control. I'm making extra mortgage payments and buying a bit of Vanguard index funds with any money I have left over. I drive a fuel-efficient car with no loan, and I read far too much about personal finance online. Mr. Money Mustache writes articles, and I nod my head and say, 'Oh yeah, baby, that's right,' at most of what he says. I already know all this stuff, so I'm getting a bit bored. Am I doing something wrong? What's next?" End quote. As I read that person's words, some deeply familiar feelings were stirred up from my own working days way back in the 2000s. I remember the same plateau of monetary doldrums, which lasted for several years. Many of you mustachians might be traversing that same plateau right at this moment. Relationships to money are an odd thing among humans, especially in the current era of extreme debt. Many, perhaps even most of the current U.S. population wrangles with money like it's a fiery serpent. There's never enough of it. It provides jolts of great pleasure and relief as it fetches us really big new televisions, or allows us to buy our way out of unpleasant situations like an uncomfortably hot house, a lack of home cooking skills, or an outdated car. But it also provides decades of constant background stress as bills and expenses pile up, desperately needed job income is interrupted by layoffs, and interest payments drain away a good portion of the fruits of our labor. For others, money is a source of flashy power. Some high-income people are able to meet their basic needs very easily, plus buy the TVs and air conditioning, and are still left with more. So these lucky folks can also add a vacation home, a yacht, and really high-end travel. With sufficient income, they can even do all of this without getting too deep into debt. Their money defines them. They can buy their way into and out of anything, and they may even be quite happy, as long as the stream of money remains plentiful. Then, of course, there are countless other relationships. From poverty, where money is so hard to come by that even basic nutrition is tough, to nearly infinite wealth, where any level of spending can never deplete the family fortune. And then there's you and me. We're working away, running our lives with a certain level of efficiency, making the dough and we be stashing it. Never see us flashing or trashing it, taking that check home and cashing it. The salary comes in. The credit card automatically pays itself in full via automatic withdrawal each month. Automatic investment transfers do their thing, and we sweep the considerable surplus to additional investments whenever the bank account gets above $3,000 or so. It's all on autopilot, and all there is for us to do is to go to work during the week and pack some fun into the weekends. There's no drama in your financial life. Many people would kill for a situation like the one you're in, but yet you're bored. What is wrong with you? Congratulations. That odd, slightly bored feeling you have is the feeling of becoming rich. It's a bit anticlimactic, isn't it? I hate to be the one to deliver this news to you, but a wealthy person's relationship to money should actually be pretty boring if you're doing it right. You're on a very short road that leads straight to financial independence. After that, work will be optional and money will become simply an appliance to you. Like clean, drinkable water from a tap, it is essential to basic life, but it fades into the background once you have enough of it. It will be there to help you out whenever you need it. It is reassuring if you're a naturally worry-prone person, like I tend to be. You can be creative and use it for generous purposes. But it also must be used with discipline. Unlimited money can be like a video game on cheat mode. It can drain the challenge from most areas of your life and leave you lazy and paralyzed. You'll be pressing wall-mounted buttons in the throne room of your 787 to summon personal assistants to brush your teeth and change your socks for you. Even the best intentions can lead to disaster. My first roommate in Colorado was a trust fund student whose father was the CEO of a Fortune 50 company. The dad lived on a 40-acre compound in the country with a historic stone mansion within limousine commuting distance of Manhattan. The young man was an enormous brat, drunk driving between the Denver clubs and taking dinner with a side dish of cocaine as he waited for the next allowance check to arrive, and eventually a $5 million gift when he turned 21, which would allow him to forego renting out rooms in the Boulder luxury home we shared with 2 other people. He had never had a job and never planned to get one. The lesson? Giving money to your kids is not necessarily a blessing. On the positive side, I still maintain that becoming somewhat wealthy is a worthwhile pursuit. Responsibly managed riches are great because of the freedom they can provide. Hopefully not freedom from discomfort, occasional inconvenience, and great challenge. Those things are so good for you that it would be a shame to give them up. But freedom to use your time and energy in the most life-improving way you can dream up. Freedom from working the same repetitive job for most of your waking hours during the best decades of your life just to pay the bills. That's a freedom worth buying because it's almost like buying more of life itself. Sure, if you love your work and you plan to do it until the day you die, and you're sure this situation won't change later in life, there may be no need to buy your freedom with money. But heck, we've already demonstrated that financial independence is pretty easy to attain. So a cautious guy like me is naturally apt to hedge my bets by earning the freedom early in life, allowing the love of work to go on without the pressure of financial matters lurking in the background. This allows things like dedicated child raising, long vacations, or low-paying artistic pursuits to become real options. Just in case your current youthful love of running a law firm, performing heart surgery, or writing cutting-edge software ever wears thin in your later years. So your financial boredom will probably continue. Keep up the good work. And better yet, get used to it. This excessive calm that you're feeling is the base upon which you will build your new life. Once you have flushed out the false excitement of consumerism, a busy career, and financial drama, you get to create an actual life for yourself instead. What do you really want out of life? What things make life most worth living? Try the inexpensive and challenging things along with the usual pricey ones and see which ones really make you happy. Make a note of your results and keep experimenting and improving whenever you can. Welcome to the world of the rich. You just listened to the post titled What It Feels Like to Become Rich by Mr. Money Mustache of MrMoneyMustache.com. And that is a wrap for another Monday show. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back with you tomorrow on Christmas Eve, where your optimal life awaits.